All right, recording got started. A warm welcome to all of you, my dear students who joined across the globe. In India and in Australia, good morning to you guys. It's already 10th of May, and most of us celebrating Mother's Day. So I wish all the mothers a wonderful happiness in the life. And personally, we always have to love mother and father, right? We don't need to have a separate day. That's just my personal opinion. We have to love them every day. Because of them, we are here and leading the life on the earth because of our parents. So it is very important to love our parents. We don't need to have, we don't need to wait for entire 1 year and just wish them a happy Mother's Day kind of a thing. Just hug them daily and then see how much of love you give return to them as much as possible as long as they live. Okay, cool. So, good evening to my students from USA. It is 8 o'clock in Texas time and 9 o'clock in New York time. All right, team. My name is Lakshmi. I have 26 years of experience in IT. Let me quickly share my LinkedIn as well without wasting your time. So I have 26 years and I'm owning this company called Hands-On Agile Coaching Company based out of Australia. I worked in London, Belgium, Netherlands. You can you can see all my history. So with this extensive IT background, I floated the company called Hands-On Agile Coaching Company, and we have been training the students on various trainings, or like DevSecOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, Gen AI, tech business analyst, Azure data engineer, all these hands-on training programs. Why students across the world they come and they take our trainings is because our trainings they stand out in the market to such an extent that it is completely practical, job oriented, and continuous support. For all these reasons, they come and take our classes. So whatever you do after getting the job, most of the activities you will be doing as part of our class. Okay, team. And we support, let's say this is my WhatsApp, and if I just type here USA, so these are all the students whom we trained from USA. You can see the list here, a big list. We are talking about 2 to 3,000. Same thing from UK. So these are all the students from UK whom we trained, Canada, Australia. So across the globe, we train the students. So these are all the students from Australia. Okay. And I also run the Telegram channel here, and more than 6,000 people are there. You are most welcome to join this Telegram link, and I will also send it to you guys again. So if you want, the added advantage that you're going to get is so you're going to get a live class tech on the latest tech webinars. So for example, yesterday we conducted a webinar on the Gen AI agentic AI, and in the live class we help the students to understand how can we build an interview agent virtual interview agent, which will be helpful for your jobs, building your CV and all those things. I'm yet to upload that in the YouTube channel. I will upload it. So, but if you see here, contract Azure data engineer, and even if I just type here, for example, Azure, so maybe you can see this Coforge hiring for the Azure data engineer, Greater Noida, Pune, data engineer, London, with the Databricks, hiring alert, everyone, SCD pipelines. Look at this. So these are all the Azure Data Engineer jobs that I posted in this year itself. Like you can see the jobs and posts. Okay, so you might have seen a good emerging trend in the Azure data engineer space, especially in the recent times because of the evolution of AI. So these AI models, AI, they heavily need the data, clean data, structured data, so because the AI operates on the data. So according to the AI, according to the data, the AI is going to operate. So it's the data engineers who supply the data to uh, the AI models. So if I open ChatGPT and then just say, hey, hi ChatGPT, why Azure data engineers are high in demand in recent days across the globe. Let us see what it says. So it is just searching across the globe. Almost every company is becoming the data driven. Yes, the business wants to take the data driven decisions and AI driven organization. AI, it's every company is in the race to embrace the AI heavily, right? AI and Gen AI boom, increase the data engineers. As I rightly said, all the AI systems, they need the structured high quality data without good pipelines. without good pipelines, and they can't really get into the game. And massive cloud migration across the globe, we have seen like many of the companies, they are migrating from the data from the on-prem to the cloud so that they can save the good amount of money, so they can reduce the operational cost. So on-prem traditional warehouses to these things. What is this warehouse? Let us understand from Bhaskar's knowledge. So Microsoft ecosystem for various reasons. So we have the high demand for the data engineers. So what kind of job portals, how we are going to apply towards the end of the session, again we are going to go through along with the detailed course content. But let us take a step back and understand what is this Azure data engineer is all about. What exactly the data engineer on a day-to-day basis, how the day in the life of data engineer looks like. So let's understand from our trainer Bhaskar. Bhaskar, a warm welcome to our platform, and we want to understand from your expertise, like what exactly is a data engineer, what exactly they do on a daily basis, and what are all these terms, the data engineer, Synapse, Databricks, Delta Lakes. So help us with all these aspects, please.
Yeah, thank you very much, Lakshmi. Yeah, hi everyone. This is Bhaskar. Let me share my screen so that you can understand. Yeah. So before starting, I just wanted to take myself to introduction. This is Bhaskar. I'm having 15 plus years of IT experience. I started my career with Microsoft Business Intelligence, which is a data platform from Microsoft. And later, I got an opportunity to work for different technologies, and I adopted a new technologies called data engineering and data analytics platform, that is PowerBI and Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks. And currently, I'm working as a senior Fabric data engineer as part of one of the IT company from Hyderabad. This is briefly about me. So, as Lakshmi told, we are going to deal with the data. So, data is very, very essential for us. If you take any business in the market, every business is going to deal with the data. Every business is going to collect the data. So, what we are going to do with the data? So our role is also is going to be like data engineer or data analyst. So that means our entire journey of our experience is going to deal with the data. So how this data is going to be generated and how it is going to be evolved from one layer to other layer, that I'm going to talk about as part of this today's session. So let's take any business. If you take any business like Amazon or Flipkart, they're all going to have some applications to run the business from where the data is going to be generated. So let me talk about how data is going to be generated. Then I'll talk about what is our responsibilities on top of the data to process it. So if you take any business, you will be having some applications that may be web applications, or that may be mobile applications. If you take a Amazon, you will be having web application to order the product. You will be having mobile application to order the product. So that means there is something to order or there is something to run the business. So that these are all coming under front end applications. Customers are going to deal with this. We're all the customers for some businesses. I mean, if you take Amazon, that is one business. If you take a banking, a bank is one business. So that means we're all going to we're all going to be customers for the businesses. So customers are going to access these applications. All these applications will be used to run their business. I wanted to say business applications here. So these business applications will be used to run the business. So as a customer, when you take a example of your Amazon, when you log in, your login will be captured. And when you order the product, what products you wanted to choose, how much quantity you required, from which location you are ordering, because if you don't give the location of these details, then they cannot deliver the items. So product details will be there as part of your transaction, and your customer details are there as part of transaction, and you're going to have a location of the details, and you're going to order a product at some point of time. So your transaction date and time details will be there. So that means your complete transaction details will be there. Your complete transaction details will be there as part of the transaction. So once you provided all these things, including your payment details and everything, and you're just going to submit. And once you submitted, those details are going to be captured by somewhere. Your Amazon, your business has to capture your transaction details, and they have to keep it in some place. So that place we can call it as a database. So let's take an example. My target database or my business database is Oracle. So these applications are going to communicate with my database to store my day-to-day transaction details. So since I'm storing my day-to-day transaction details, I can also call this particular database as OLTP system. So OLTP means online transactional processing system. So this particular system is designed for day-to-day activities or for day-to-day transactions. So in order to run the business, you required one database because you have to capture the day-to-day transactions. Whatever the data is coming from your applications, that we can also call it as a raw data, which is not suitable for your business analysis. So this system, OLTP system, is designed for running of the business. If you want to run the business, you have to design a database called OLTP system. So the way they designed this system supports only to run the business, not for analysis. We are not even part of this particular area. We are not going to be part of this. So this entire area is going to be covered by application developers and database developers. We are not going to be part of it. Then where exactly we are going to be part of it? As a data engineer or as a data analyst. So right after from this OLTP system, right after from the OLTP system, our journey is going to start. I'm just giving here how data is going to be generated. So customers only is going to generate the data. When you use the when you run any transactions across any businesses, so those transactions are going to be captured by them. So now data is there in the business system. So this system, I wanted to say it is a business system or OLTP system, which is specifically designed for running of the business. Now, as a data engineer, what we are going to do is we are having a raw data here, which is not suitable for doing analysis of the business, which cannot be suitable for analyzing the business. So what kind of analysis you wanted to do it? For example, I wanted to compare my current day sales with previous day sales, or I wanted to see the trends across the globe, month by month. I wanted to see it for the current year. So that means I wanted to see current month sales, previous month sales, and so on. Or I wanted to compare my 2026 May sales with 2025 May sales, last year same month. Okay, so if you wanted to do all these things, then the data has to be historical. In this particular system, you cannot have a historical data. You can have up to 6 months data. Max 6 months data we can keep in a OLTP system, because which is specifically designed for running the business, not for analyzing. So here is the place where data engineer comes into picture to have or to keep the data or to keep historical data in one unified system. Your business system may be distributed. Your business system is going to be distributed system most of the times. And we need to have a unified system where we can keep all the data in one place, and we are going to transform, and which is going to be suitable for the reporting. So I'll take you through the journey, how it is going to be happen once the data is landed in the business system. Once data is landed in the business system, as a data engineer, you have to capture it. Your data may be there in a database. Okay, so let's say sales DB. Some name we can give it, and we may have a business data in Oracle, or you may also have a data in a SQL server. Let's say this one is so marketing DB, or I may have a data in SFTP. The reasons may be anything. I'll tell you why we are going to have a data in SFTP also. I'm saying here our business data is going to land in any of the database. Then how this SFTP is coming into picture is because sometimes they may not give a direct access to their database. They will export the data and they will keep it in a storage called SFTP in the form of file, and they will ask us to extract or read the data from there. So in that particular kind of situation, we are going to have a source even SFTP. There are many sources or many source systems are going to be there as part of our journey. So I'm just taking three systems here. All these three systems are business systems. So business systems means from wherever you're going to take the data for your processing, that I'm just calling as a business system. Or wherever you are going to keep your business related data, that particular system I'm calling as a business system. For data engineers, I'm sure you're going to get the data from varieties of the systems. So as part of our journey, we are going to see more than 5 different source systems. And if you know at least two, then you can extract from any kind of source system. Any kind of source system, you can connect it and you can bring it. I'm going to talk about it. So now I'm having the data in a varieties of the source systems. One is Oracle, SQL Server, and SFTP. So how we can bring it into single platform? Single platform, we need to have a historical data and we need to have a processed. You need to clean the data. Whatever the data is coming into this place, it is 100% is raw data. So a raw data is not suitable for a business analysis. So if you wanted to visualize the data has to be shaped. The data has to be transformed. So then only it is going to be a visualized. So in order to give the data to the reporting team, data engineers are responsible to read the data from the varieties of the source systems, and we need to process it. So in order to read the data from here, how exactly we are going to do it? As a data engineers, we are going to do the two primary responsibilities. As data engineer, you are going to do two different primary responsibilities. One is a data ingestion, and second is data transformation. This entire thing we can call it as a data processing. So that means as a data engineer, we are going to do the data processing. So why we need to do the data processing is because I have a raw data here. So reporting team expects a processed data. So we need to do data processing. A data processing is the combination of your data ingestion and data transformation. These two only are the primary responsibilities of data engineers. These two only are the primary responsibilities of data engineers. If you know these two, or if you're strong enough in these two areas, you can gain your huge packages also. I'll talk about it. Now let's talk about data ingestion. So data ingestion is going to be happen. The data ingestion is going to be happen with data factory. So we are going to use Azure Data Factory to ingest the data from varieties of the source systems. The process of the process of reading data from any of the source systems, we can call it as a extraction. We are extracting it. To extract the data from any of the source systems, we don't need to write a code. That is the beauty of your data factory. So data factory is completely user interface. You don't need to write a code. 100% is code free. No code. Without writing any code, we can extract the data from the varieties of the source systems. So I'll just give an idea how exactly it is going to be there. The look and feel of your data factory. So this is what the data factory I'm having here. So we are going to see that a step-by-step process, and I'm also going to take you through how we can do a project with end-to-end. So this is a data factory where we are not going to write any code. It is completely user interface where we can drag and drop. So you will be having activities. You're just going to drag and drop something like this. Okay, so let's come back to here. So data factory will be used to extract the data from the varieties of the source systems. If you know at least two systems, then you can extract from any kind of system. It's just going to be changed your connection details. So once you extracted, where you are going to keep the data. The reason why we are going for data engineering is the behind the scenes is the big data. So we are going to provide the solution for your big data. Your traditional ETL systems are not capable enough to process your big data or varieties of the data. So because of that reason, we are using a next generation tools or next generation services called a data engineering services. So to store the data, we are going to use data lake storage Gen 2. Our storage point is going to be Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. This is another service from the Microsoft Azure that we are going to touch. So what we are doing here is we are just going to feed the data into the target. So the feeding of data into target we can call as loading. We are just dumping the data into one location. You're taking data from Oracle and dumping into ADLS Gen 2, taking data from SQL Server and SFTP and just feed into in one location called ADLS Gen 2. So what is this ADLS Gen 2? What is this data factory? We are going to talk more in detail each and every component in upcoming sessions. Now I'm just giving a brief idea how we can do the data ingestion. If you take any data engineering projects, a data ingestion is a common factor in any platform. So in order to do the data ingestion, we are going to use the Azure Data Factory, which is specifically designed for data ingestion, and we can also do the data transformation. Now data is landed in the landing zone or Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. This entire process is a data ingestion. So once the data ingestion is completed, up to here, I wanted to say it is a data ingestion. So data ingestion is the process of extracting the data from source systems, loading into the Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 is known as a data ingestion. So once the data is ingested into here, then the second layer is going to be started. Second layer is going to be started. Let me make it down. One minute. Yeah. So once the data is landed here, then the second part is going to be started. The second part is very, very, very important. The second part is very, very important because 70 to 80 percentage of the time we are going to spend with transformation. The transformation is very, very important. So this is a place where we are going to come across PySpark, Databricks, Fabric. There are many things are there. So data transformation is going to be happen in the second layer. When you go for data transformation, we go with the medallion architecture. So medallion architecture, when I say, you will be having three layers. One is bronze layer, silver, and gold. These three layers will be there as part of your medallion architecture. Whenever you are going for medallion architecture, keep in mind, if you ask me which one is high priority out of these two, I say data transformation. 70% of priority I'll give it for data transformation. So data ingestion is no coding. You're not talking to the data. You're just dumping it. But data transformation means you have to talk to the data. You have to do data profiling. You have to understand the data points. You have to understand the business logics. So this is the place very crucial to clear your interviews or to work and to get more cities. Okay, so let me talk about it now. So now data is here, Azure Data Lake Storage Center. So in order to read the data from here, we are going to use a Databricks. We're going to use Azure Databricks. So when you come for Azure Databricks, it is 100% coding. 100% coding. But this 100% coding also is very, very, very simpler. Before this Azure Databricks, there was a Hadoop with MapReduce. Okay, so I don't want to take you through more into this particular area because it is almost outdated. Okay, so this was very, very difficult in order to do data transformation. So before this data engineering also, there was traditional ETL tools to process the data, including Hadoop. So Hadoop was used to provide the solution for big data. So later there was many solutions came into picture to provide the solution for big data, like Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, Microsoft Fabric. There are many things came into picture. So when you go for here, you have to write, that time we were used to write only Java. So too many lines of the code. Even for small task also you have to write too many lines of the code. For just word count, you have to write at least more than 100 lines of the code when you go for MapReduce. But if you do the same thing with PySpark and Databricks, just in a single line, you can get a word count. So we are going to come across that how we can do the word count. That is the basic programming for Databricks or PySpark. So when I say PySpark or Databricks, you may feel both are differs or both are different, very slightly differs, but both are very much similar. So I'm going to explain at the time of Databricks. I'll talk about what is Hadoop and how evolved from the Hadoop to PySpark and PySpark to Databricks and Fabric and so on. We're going to talk about it. So I mean to say this Azure Databricks is going to be 100% as coding, but you don't need to struggle like your MapReduce. And one more thing is recent days we know that AI was, I mean AI is incorporated as part of your Databricks. Wherever you are going to write a code, there is a AI. Okay, so you if you know the approach how we can do it, we can utilize we can utilize your AI. But to crack the interviews, they will ask you to write a code. Sometimes they will ask you to share your screen and write your code. You need to be aware of how you can do it. So for that reason, we need to write a code. And I don't recommend it to use. I don't recommend it to choose AI at the time of taking a training. At the time of working, you can choose it or you can use it. So now here we are going to write the coding. A PySpark. What kind of code you are going to write here is PySpark. PySpark and Spark SQL. PySpark and Spark SQL we are going to use as part of Azure Databricks. But it is very, very simple and you don't need to worry much more about this. After from here, let me give this naming standard as landing. So landing zone we call it as. So since the data is coming from the varieties of the locations and landed in the landing zone, since it is landed here, we are calling this as a landing zone. And this one is a bronze layer. So when the data is moving from landing to bronze, you're going to have a data in the form of Parquet files. So it depends on the requirement. You will be having a different things. You may have a data here as a Parquet files, or you may have a data in the form of Delta tables. So I'll talk about what is a Parquet file, what are the different types of file formats we're having, what are the different types of data we are having that I'm going to talk about it, like semi-structured data, structured data, and unstructured data we have. I'll talk about it later in the regular sessions. So here data is going to sit in the form of Parquet files or in the Delta tables. In the landing, you may have any kind of format. You may have a CSV files, you may have a JSON files, you may have a Parquet files, you may have a Avro files, a binary files, any kind of files you may have here. But when it comes to the bronze, you will be having either Parquet or Delta tables or both together also. It depends. Here also we are not going to apply any transformation. We are just dumping into this particular layer. In many of the projects current days, we are avoiding this bronze layer. Why we need to avoid, I'll talk about it later. Now data is there in the bronze because I wanted to talk about the medallion architecture. When I say medallion, you will be having a bronze, silver, and gold. Okay, and some people they will treat this itself as a bronze layer, and they will take out this, and they will be having silver and gold. So in my project, we are having in the same approach. I'm just taking you through that. Now data is there in the bronze layer in the form of delta tables or in the form of Parquet files. Why Parquet file is important, we'll talk about it. Again, second layer is going to be started here. The second layer also is going to use a Databricks only. So here is the place we are going to apply a data transformations. So what kind of transformations we are going to apply here is we need to apply the data cleansing operations. Data cleansing transformations, removing duplicates, data deriving, So there are many transformation joins. Joins also going to be happen here, but the granularity of the data is not going to change. Whatever the granularity of the data we are having here, that means if you have a data at the date level, then same we are going to have in the next layer also, you are going to have the same date level only we are going to have it. If you have a data at the location level, then same level of data you're going to have in the next layer, that is silver layer. You're going to keep the data in the silver. Whatever the data we have here, the same level of data we are going to have, but it is transformed data. It is cleansed data. You'll be having appending, you'll be having joins. All the data transformations we are going to apply as part of this layer. So this layer is very, very, very important. When data is moving from bronze to silver, and wherever you are going to apply data cleansing transformations and removing duplicates, all these things we can call them as a data transformation. And we can also apply SCD type 1, type 2 also. And who is going to consume this data is a data scientists are going to consume the data from the silver layer. They need a same level of data, but it has to be transformed. So this particular layer will be having access only for data engineers here. We don't give access to data scientists, but here you will be having, as a data engineer, you will be having complete access, and data scientists are going to consume the data from here. They will just read it. And still the data is not suitable for doing your analysis. To run the data science models, they can take the data from here. Now, I wanted to apply again transformations. So here, what kind of transformations I'm going to apply here is, we need to have a data in the form of aggregation. Let me say this is a gold. The gold layer is going to have facts and dimensions. That means we are going to have a dimensional modeling here. So whenever you are going to create a goal layer, your goal layer is always going to have a facts and dimensions. Facts and dimensions and aggregated data, you will be having it. So reporting team is not expecting the data at the date level. Maybe at the silver layer, you have a data at the date level, but reporting team or reporting is expecting the data at the month level. That means you have to sum up, you have to aggregate, you have to roll up at month level. So the granularity of the storage in the silver layer is 100% is going to change with the gold layer. So gold layer is for reporting. So reporting team is going to consume the data. Okay. I'll take a question. So now data is there here at the detail level, and here data is there at aggregated level, aggregated data. So when we see practically how exactly we are going to handle all this stuff, then you can understand. Okay, so I'm just going to say here, aggregated transformations. Aggregated transformations, along with that, you will be having offset operations, or you will be having, same here also you can go for remove duplicates. So why remove duplicates? You can understand joins, all the transformations, whatever you have here, more or less, and additionally, you will be having aggregated transformations here. So when we come across practically throughout this journey, you can understand how exactly we are going to handle it. Okay, so in all these places, if you observe, Databricks is there in three different places. So because of that reason, I gave 70% of priority for Databricks. Okay, so Databricks is for doing a data transformation. For data ingestion, you can use Azure Data Factory. For data transformation, we can use Databricks. Apart from this, even we can also use Data Factory also for doing a transformation. 98% of the projects will never use this Data Factory for doing a data transformation. Keep in mind. Okay, so very 2% is very limited data if they have, then they may go for this. Very initial days, people used to go, even the 2% is. I don't think people will go for doing transformation with the data factory. Not recommended. So doing a data ingestion with the data factory is recommended. You're not supposed, I mean, I don't recommend you to choose Databricks for doing a data ingestion because Databricks is having very limited connections. But whereas if you go for a data factory to ingest the data, you'll be having 80 plus connectors. 80 plus connectors, you don't need to write a code for it. So because of that reason, data ingestion tools also is essential for doing a data engineering activities. So when you go for Azure Data Engineer, 100% is there will be data factory as part of your journey. And Databricks is for data transformation. Nowadays, people started thinking about I'll give little more later, but at this point of time, I just wanted to say we can replace this entire thing with Fabric, Microsoft Fabric. Okay, so this particular combination, we have a jobs more and more, and even with the Fabric, there is no competition for this if you have a Microsoft Fabric skill set. Okay, so what I just wanted to say here is, in place of Data Factory, I can use Microsoft Fabric. So wherever there is a, let me say, Fabric. So wherever there is a data factory, I can use Fabric here. So in Fabric, I can say there is a component called pipeline. There is a component called pipeline. So we can use that pipeline to replace this data factory. And wherever there is a Databricks, so in this place also we can replace it by using notebook. By using notebook, we can replace it wherever it is. I'm just giving an idea. So why it has happened is because if you go with this Azure Data Engineering platform, some revenue has to share with a Databricks company. So Databricks is a company on product. Their name and product are same. So Microsoft is associated with a Databricks. So they named it as Azure Databricks. Just imagine they're giving 50% of the revenue to Databricks because Databricks is not the product of Microsoft. Okay, so to avoid this, Microsoft brought a new solution called Fabric. So Fabric is going to be one umbrella. Fabric itself is going to have everything. You don't need to have a separate storage. You don't need to have a separate data factory. You don't need to have a separate notebook. All together, they brought into one umbrella called as Microsoft Fabric. So Microsoft Fabric is going to have these many things. So here we are using Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2 for storage. What we are going to use as part of Microsoft Fabric here is we are going to use Lakehouse. This Lakehouse is designed on top of this Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2. On top of Data Lake Storage Gen 2, they created a Microsoft created Lakehouse. Both are same only. There is a slight difference you can have. I'll talk about it later because this is too early to talk all these individual details. So a lakehouse will be used. Lakehouse will be used as part of this. As part of the storage, you will be having a lakehouse. So this one will be used for all the storages. So lakehouse is there and you will be having a data warehouse. So previously we called this as a Synapse warehouse. Now it is a lakehouse warehouse. A pipeline will be there as part of the Microsoft Fabric. So pipeline means data factory. As simple as that. If you know data factory, then 90% of the pipeline you're already aware of it with minimal navigation changes. Notebook. If you know Databricks, both are same. I don't feel much differences. 5 to 10% you may see the difference, but it is 100% I feel it is very much similar. So you also feel the same thing once we come across all these items. We have a semantic model. We have a reporting. I mean, Power BI reporting, let's say. So all together is there in one umbrella. All together is there in one umbrella. You don't need to go for different places. They made this particular service or component more easier for developers. You don't need to spend time on administration. You don't need to spend on infrastructure. Okay, so we'll come across that so that you can understand. Let me come back to here. So once data is available here in the goal layer, then reporting team is going to consume the data. Let me take a Power BI. So data analytics team comes into here and they will consume the data from here and they will create a report. As part of this, as part of our journey, we're also going to see how we can create a semantic model with Power BI and how we can create a reports with Power BI. We are going to come across it. And then this data will be, I mean, reports will be accessed by business users. So these people are the business users. So business users are going to consume the data in the form of reports. So Power BI is there, Data Lake Storage Gen 2 is there, and Azure Databricks is there. So what are the services that we are going to cover as part of this journey along with Microsoft Fabric? Azure Data Engineering Services. One is a storage. We have to talk about the storage, that is Azure Data Lake Storage. Gen 2. We have a Azure SQL Server also. We are going to see as part of our journey. And Azure Data Factory for two reasons we are going to use, for two purposes we are going to use this, for data ingestion and data orchestration. These two we are going to do it. So what is data orchestration? We'll talk about it. And then Azure Databricks, where we are going to do data transformations. So in order to do the data transformations, we are going to use PySpark and Spark SQL. And we're also going to come across Azure Key Vaults. So Azure Key Vaults will be used to secure your credentials. Okay, so let me show you here. When I go to the connections, you're going to have a key vaults. We are not going to expose the password. The password is going to come from somewhere. So how we can use this key vault to in order to secure your credentials, and how we can pass from outside. So all the things we are going to see as part of the key vault. And Microsoft Power BI. So Microsoft Power BI also we are going to touch. And if you know all these services, then you will be having a solution end to end. I mean, you can provide the solution right from the business till the ending, till the reporting. Your final goal is reporting. Your final goal is reporting. And most of the times, having a knowledge on end to end is always essential, always recommended. And if you get only for data engineering, you are going to work with only data engineering. Or if you get only with data analytics, then you will be placed with reporting. But presently, market is looking all together. I'm having a skill set completely end to end. I know the reporting, I know the modeling, I know how we can do data transformations end to end. So you will be having more demand in the market. Okay, so in order to take this training, what are the prerequisites?
Bhaskar, before that, could you please
Yeah.
also just to talk for 2 minutes how this data is consumed by the AI models, how they are sharing, at what point?
Okay. Yeah. So when it comes to the AI, I'll give like before that, I just wanted to give, is our services affected with AI? I say no. If you go for Java or if you go for .NET, AI impacted all these things. But when it comes to here data, when it comes to for data engineers, it's not affected because we are going to use the AI to provide the solution. Like if you take, let me open. Yeah. So if you take this one, AI is integrated. It is disabled is because my free trial it is, so it is disabled. So we can use the AI to speed up your work, but it cannot remove the completely. We cannot ask completely AI to do it. So 100% as developer is required. Data engineers are required. Okay. So in which places we can use AI? If when it comes to me, I used to do a data profiling. If I wanted to understand how data is there, I'm I'm going to use the AI to take the data profiling, and sometimes even we can fix the code with the AI also. We can use it, but AI cannot replace the entire thing. So definitely we need to use. uh, we need to use AI as part of our development to speed up your work. Okay, and so if you wanted to, if you wanted to, if you wanted to give the data to the AI to get the insights, we can give it. But definitely, we have to use the reporting tools to get the insights. Even your reporting also is having a co-pilot when you go for Power BI, but that will do up to some level only. It cannot do what you are expecting. So definitely, we required data engineers and we required reporting developers. Lakshmi, do you want to cover anything on top of it?
No, all good, Bhaskar. Yeah, you can to
Yeah,
continue.
yeah.
Prerequisite.
So prerequisites, if you ask me, I say no, no prerequisites, because we are going to cover. For all these things, we required basic SQL and basic Pythons. These two are the prerequisites. So you don't need to take anywhere. We have a complete end-to-end right from the beginning till the reporting, data engineering and data analytics. Both are going to be covered along with these basics. So wherever it is required, we already, if you go through the content, you can understand where exactly we kept this SQL basics and even Python basics. Okay, so we are going to cover, so you don't need to think about it. Okay, so I wanted to take few questions before handing over to Lakshmi. You can ask a questions.
Let
You can
us
unmute.
let us answer the questions from the chat, Bhaskar
Okay,
first. Then we will
okay,
unmute the students.
okay. Then I have many. I'll share recording. Okay, this, what is the source? The source is where you're going to keep your business data is a source. Wherever you're keeping your business data, so that becomes as a source only. And target, when we say, when we are targeting to feed, so those things is coming under target. Like I mean to say here, we take this diagram. Yeah, if you take this diagram here, so this is a target for data factory. For data factory, your this one is a source. And at the same time, when it comes to here, for Databricks, this is a source. Whatever, from wherever you're taking the data, that is a source, and to wherever you're going to load the data, that is a target. Okay, and let me take. Okay, so data is not going to be cleaned in the backend. I mean, when you have a business data, the data will be raw data only. You'll be having hundreds of tables in Oracle database or hundreds of tables in your business database because they follows ER modeling, entity relationship modeling. But reporting team expects data in the dimensional modeling. So dimensional modeling will be having very less number of tables. You will be having fact tables. You will be having dimension tables. Whereas in business system, you will be having master tables and transaction tables, more number of tables. So we need to do the data transformations. What if don't use ADF instead of direct ingestion in Databricks? So Databricks is not having much more flexibility to ingest the data, especially from the databases. So always recommended to go with that. Even Microsoft also started bringing the data ingestion. I mean, sorry, Databricks also started bringing data ingestion capabilities. But maybe in the very soon we may have seen these features in the Databricks also. Yeah, so data transformations are not recommended in ADF is because that is a user interface. If you wanted to do small change also, it is going to take very longer time. So when I show that practically why it is not suitable, then you will get it and you will get more details about it. And adding a new column or debugging is very time taking process. Whereas in Databricks, it is very simple to do it. So Fabric also will be covered. And few questions already answered. Unity catalog is going to be there. When we say Databricks means 100% there will be Unity catalog. Okay, so we cannot say without Unity catalog we cannot go with the Databricks presently. They made it mandatory. Hands-on assignments will be there, and this particular training is completely Java-oriented training. You will be ready once the training is completed. You will be ready to work an individual also. Microsoft Fabric or see there are two are there in the market, Microsoft Fabric and Databricks. Both are there. And Databricks having already proven in the market, and Databricks recently started a couple of years ago. But you know that Microsoft, how they're going to ingest the tools in the market. So this is also is one of the major changes happened and is going to be more difficulties even for Databricks in the future, because the pricing point of view it is very less and all the features all together in one umbrella. You don't need to start the cluster. You don't need to look forward about your administration things. So Fabric also is going to be data leader in the market, definitely. So I recommend to have both of them, because there are many Databricks projects even migrates to Fabric. And if there is any new project is coming, if they're choosing Microsoft Fabric, then you can adopt that. So I always recommend it to have it. We'll cover data ingestion through Databricks. We are not going to see because they are just doing a preview only. Data factory only is the recommended to go for data ingestion, because they don't have a much more connectors in the Databricks. We'll see at least some basic level how we can do it, but you cannot feel like your data factory. Person with total non-IT background. Yeah, so even if you have a non-IT background, you can choose this, because this are all, if you take if Fabric, it is very brand new product in the market. So for data engineers, we can recommend even non-IT experience also. So certification is required. You can write a certification, and Lakshmi will help you to bring that. But it is not going to help you completely. But shortlisting you to your profile, having a certification is recommended. But learning path and working is completely differs from your certification. Certification definitely will help you at the time of scheduling of your or shortlisting of your profile. So why we need to remove duplicates is I'm going to talk about it so that you can understand the reason why we need to remove duplicates is when you change the granularity, then there are chances to have a duplicated data. So checking that is very important in all the layers. Checking is there a duplicate or not is not going to harm anything. If at all, if for some reason if there is a duplicated rows are flowing, then it is going to be avoided. Okay, so with respect to your source system, you may have a unique record, but when we combine hundreds of tables into 10 tables, then definitely there will be duplicates. We need to remove those duplicates. Okay, so if you wanted to go for upset operation or anything, before doing all these things, we're always going to do the removing of duplicates. We are going to see that. Okay, so for data transformations, we are going to use Databricks and Microsoft Fabric for doing a data transformations. Okay, so those two are going to be used with PySpark. In Fabric Notebook also we are going to use PySpark. In Databricks also we are going to use PySpark. So granularity means the data is going to be loaded, right? The level of loading. Like if you take employee table, you will be having granularity of the data is employee number. The data at what level you are loading is granularity. Okay, will you provide? Yeah, so we are going to have a real-time projects only. Okay, so you feel that if you can do that project, I'm sure you can do anything as an individual. So data analyst role, the primary responsibility of data analyst role is to model the data by taking data from the from goal layer. The reporting team will come here, right? This place. So as a data analyst, he is going to consume the data from the goal layer, and here you will be having a model, dimensional modeling. So we follow the dimensional modeling in this particular place, but we are not going to have a relationships between the tables. We are not going to have a relationships between the tables here. So as a data analyst, a reporting team is going to create a relationship. So when we see practically, then you can understand. I'll walk you through how we can do that so that you can understand what is the modeling and what is the star schema, snowflake schema, and what is the dimensions and facts. All we are going to talk about it. So the main use of your PySpark and Spark SQL is to do data transformation. We are going to do the data transformation. So this is a PySpark only. Whatever the code you are seeing here, this is a PySpark. You can see it, PySpark. And Spark SQL also will be there. We are going to see that. So we already shown very starting of the demo. We have shown how demand is there in the market, and we are going to provide the interview preparations. Okay, so all the job support will be there, and will the entire process charged. Okay, so basically we will be having a free trial accounts and all. Okay, I'll talk about it, how we can use the services and all, and every concept will be covered. So whatever is required for data engineer, that will be covered, and whatever we have given in the content, 100% will be covered, and even we will add new concepts also. So after completion of this course, you can keep 3 to 6 years of data engineering experience. You can keep it, and when it comes to the reporting, you can keep again 3 to 5 years with data analytics experience. So if you work with Azure environment, working with AWS and GCP is not as simple as that. There will be that knowledge will be helpful. If it is a Databricks across different cloud environments is very much similar. So no difference. So we can say 50% you can work with other platforms. So I'm going to talk about how we can get the subscriptions and all. The very starting of the next session, we'll see how we can set up Azure environment for your practice. So you don't need to worry about it. It is completely cloud. Yeah, we are going to talk about even project related interview questions and how exactly we are going to handle. So we are going to talk about it. So data engineering and Azure data engineering, data engineering is like traditional ETL tools, like we have a Informatica, we have a SSIS from Microsoft, we have a Hadoop. So those things we can call them as data engineering. And when I say Azure data engineering specifically, we are using Azure platform to provide the solution. So because of that reason, we are calling that as a Azure data engineering. So if you know more than that, we can say data engineering. If you ask me, I say data engineer only because I work with a data, I mean Azure platform as well as with Microsoft Fabric. So we are going to have every session. We are going to have a assignments. Everything. It's not going to be like theoretical. It will be practically. We are going to see as part of a data factory or even Databricks. Anything. You will be having a pipeline, something like this. You're going to build. Okay. So practically, we are going to see that. So that then only you can do it as an individual or as a team member. So Snowflake is out of the course. It will be completely full of practicals only. So DP 700 is the right certification for Fabric data engineers when it comes to the Microsoft platform. So Microsoft Fabric and AWS Fabric. I know about this Microsoft Fabric. I'll talk about AWS. I'll get to know that AWS Fabric, how it is there. So people are there. Like if we have two companies for mobile, both people are the main intention is to provide the mobile to the customer. So more or less same kind of features we may have it, but AWS is not near for your data for Microsoft Fabric in data perspective. It is very far away. They're not having tools like Microsoft Fabric. I'm sure about it. So Snowflake we can use as a storage, not for anything. And data processing will be done by your Fabric or Microsoft Fabric or Azure Databricks. So Snowflake is like we have a lakehouse, right? Lakehouse can be used as part of your Snowflake. Okay, so Snowflake is also is like one of the storage. So DP 700 is for data engineer and for DP 600 is data analytics.
Wonderful, Bhaskar. Thanks a lot. You can stop the screen share, Bhaskar.
Yes.
I will share
Uh,
my screen as well.
1 minute. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you very much for this class. All right, team, just the classes are confirmed to start from tomorrow. We already have enough registration. Just from tomorrow, our learning journey is going to be like this. So I already sent you this PDF document. If you want, I can resend it to you again. So our company is Australia based and completely job oriented training programs we have been doing for thousands of students across the world on cybersecurity, Gen AI, Agile. For example, if I just open and if I just type here Azure, these are all the Azure data engineering batches that we have done. If I type here cyber, so these are all the cyber security batches we have done. So good number of, and if I just say practical project management trainings, these are all the batches we have done. So that's about the hands-on agile coaching company, and it is a legally registered company. And why choose HSE for the data engineering? It's more about learning by doing. You are going to by doing itself, right? So if some people they say that, oh, Lakshmi, look, I can watch this on the Udemy or on the YouTube. Yes, of course you can watch. By watching, you are just gaining the basic essential knowledge, but you are not learning. When you say learning, you should be able to do it. When can you do it? When you start practicing, then only you will be doing. So that learning by doing is our mantra. So it's designed with the real-time scenarios, hands-on assignments, covering all the ADF, Databricks, Python, Power BI, data, lakes, SQL, and all the stuff. And this is my LinkedIn profile. Already all of you have my LinkedIn profile. This is my LinkedIn profile. And coming to our trainer Bhaskar, and you already have experienced the taste of his expertise. He brings over 14 plus years, and he's very much super expertise in all these areas, and he himself has been a trainer for a long time, so he knows how to handle the teams and everything. So this is the detailed 8-week course content. Week 1 tomorrow we are going to start with the on-prem cloud introduction to the Microsoft Azure data engineering process, blah blah blah, and all the things. So these are all the things that we are going to cover in the week 1 every week. So we have the classes from Monday to Friday. So that's a week 1. Week 2, these are all the areas, Azure Data Factory, ETL, and all the things. Again, week 3, SQL. We will learn the SQL and Python in week 3. Week 4, Apache Spark, PySpark. After learning the Python, we are going to learn all the things. And week 5, focus more on the Azure Databricks. And week 6, focus more on the Fabric, complete Fabric, introduction to the Fabric, complete 1 week. You will be doing all these activities, loading the data, pipelines, Microsoft Fabric, and then week 7, introduction to this Power BI. the data analytics part. And towards the end of the training, towards the last week, week 8, so we are going to take a project and we are going to do the real-time project activities complete, end to end. Okay, so this is my website, and this is the company website, handsonagilcoaching.com, and this is the Telegram channel, and this is the company registration. So it's based out of Australia, Australian government. So it's I'm the owner of the company here. This is the company registration, and we have the YouTube channel as well. So I'm just sending this document to all of you. So please, you can. Okay, let me send this. Just 1 minute. Yeah, Azure Data Engineer, and then date. Cool. Nice. Nice. So the classes are starting from Monday. Classes are starting from Monday. Now, if I just see, I will show you this. So the class timing is going to be, we just slightly adjusted by half an hour with the availability, considering the availability of our trainer, expert trainer Bhaskar. So the class timing is going to be 4 o'clock Eastern Standard, sorry, India time, to 1 hour a day, right? Monday to Friday, 1 hour a day, still our commitment. So if you just let me zoom it. So on the left-hand side, please focus. So this is our regular class timings from Monday to Friday. So if you are in Australia, 8:30 in the evening after your dinner to 9:30. If you are in Texas, 5:30 to 6:30 in the morning. If you are in New York region, 6:30 to 7:30, Ottawa, New York region, and India time, 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and UK time, some people join from UK as well, 11:30 to 12:30. Okay, and then we already created WhatsApp group here, May 26. So we already created WhatsApp group, and yeah, and regular support communication will be there, and each and every live class also will be recorded as well. If I show, for example, let's say February 2026, February 2026, cybersecurity data engineer, you see here. So you're going to have each and every class, for example, SCD pipeline. So you're going to load the recording. Bhaskar will be loading the recording and then updating the material. And then again, day 12 ingestions, loading the. So you're going to practically watch the recording and do it in your own cloud environment. All this like this. And we will help you with the interview question and answers. Already we have sample CV templates. Everything is being covered. And you, all of you will be having access to at least one year for all the materials and recordings. All right, team. And this is the Telegram channel I'm talking about. So we post a lot of global job opportunities. And somebody got the job offer here. Yeah, so a lot of people they post the offers as well. Most of them. I want to be in touch with the students. It's with HSC, right? So it's more beyond than the money and the business. So that extra support, whatever is really normally outside people training institutes, once you make the money, once you are done with the training, that is done. But our journey continues with HSC. For example, CV preparation, LinkedIn, or maybe the one-to-one interview guidance, or you want to rejoin and the classes, continuous webinars. So I have some good number of old students also, they joined here and they can also speak on our services and commitments. Okay, cool. Now just some questions are popping up. Okay. Is it starting from tomorrow or Monday? Oh, Olusegun. Oh, your tomorrow is Sunday, right? Monday morning. Monday morning. Hello. So that's going to be 11. I said tomorrow because it's already Sunday afternoon here in Australia, and in India also it's already 10th. Yeah, but for people from USA, it's 11th of May. What would be the timings for the class, Nishan Singh? If you are from USA, it's 5:30 to 6:30. I showed you the timings, right? So this is the timing. These are the timings based on your region. You can check. That's the live class timing. When is the next batch starting? Starting from Monday. Already we have good number of registrations, so we are not going to wait. It's starting. Kumar, the way Bhaskar explained, genuinely speaking, outstanding. Oh, thank you very much for your valuable feedback, Kumar. Yeah, it means a lot. Started Zahir starting from Monday. Yeah, correct. Once you understand the way Bhaskar has explained the subject, right, it will just stick to our mind. So, step by step with the clean, and then he was not really rushing. And yeah, I'm also very much impressed. When will, okay, Chief tomorrow is Sunday. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Olu, I didn't consider that as a tomorrow, not, so your one is day after tomorrow, Olu. So you mean data engineer is 2 months, and are we studying the fabric? In this, correct, Shalom. This is a 2 months hands-on training program. Every day classes Monday to Friday. Oh, Hemant, after this batch, we are yet to plan, Hemant. We are yet to plan, and I have to check the timer of Bhaskar. And because we are focusing right now on this batch, when next month, most likely in the month of June, we should be having another. So in few days we'll have meeting, and then we'll check on the dates. Especially I have to adjust my dates, right? So we have back-to-back trainings, from Monday we have the Azure data engineer. Yesterday we started the Gen AI class, and then, by the way, I will be uploading the Gen AI class as well. I don't know how many of you joined yesterday's Gen AI class. We clearly explained how you can come up with your own models which can act as virtual interview assistant, and you can, what you can do, maybe you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Once you subscribe, right, you will get the notification. 1 minute here. Where is this? Just 1 minute. I will be uploading in the YouTube channel. That's okay. No problem at all. This is our YouTube channel. Okay, I'm just saying. Even today's class also, I'm going to, please subscribe this. We don't post any unnecessary nonsense, yeah. And yeah, I'm going to post it in the YouTube, and if you are interested you can just go there and all the stuff you can see. Okay, what else? Okay, after this batch, Nishant, please share this class video. I want to share it with my knowns who is looking for jobs if they are interested. Oh, definitely, Nishant. So whoever is interested, so just message me on my WhatsApp +6141251636 If you are already my old student, part of the groups, I will be sending it to you and in the groups as well. Okay, team. So the new batch is starting from Monday. So if you are from USA, so this is the flyer. So this is 6 a.m. I will adjust the timing, 6:30 to 7:30. And for the returning students, for my old students, some extra discount also will be there. Don't worry about the payments. You can pay it into installments as well. But we want to empower as many students as possible. Even in Australian market also, we are seeing good demand for the Azure data engineer. So here we know that we use the portal called the Seek. And if I just type here Azure data engineer and then just say Seek, look at this, data and integration, Azure data engineer, and data engineer. So here they're building the pipelines, data. Look at this. Here, whatever our Bhaskar was talking about, hands-on experience with the Databricks, data factory, SQL, Python, medallion architecture, lakehouse architecture, dimensional data, modeling methodologies. At a high level, he was talking, right? Bhaskar was talking about all this stuff. So you see here, oh, one day ago, just posted yesterday ago in Melbourne, 150K salary, and the same here, hands-on Azure data factory, cloud data, because every organization is moving to data migration to the cloud, different sources, taking data-driven decisions using AI. For all these reasons, it's really booming now. And you can see here 1 day ago, 2 day ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, all the jobs. And same thing, even if you go and then just type here, for example, go to the jobs on LinkedIn, and let's say Azure data engineer. And then I'm just typing here, United States, search, and you will see good numbers here. Data engineer, remote roles, BI reports, data engineer. Here you see develop, maintain pipelines, Python, PySpark, sources. incremental loads. Yeah. Dinesh asking what is IST is around 3:30 or no 4 to 5. 4 to 5. We just adjust the timing by half an hour. It's going to be 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock India time. New batch of cybersecurity, Dinesh, yet to plan. But we are just in next 2 days. I will be finalizing the dates. But as of now, if you see here, I think we tentative on just 1 minute. Hiring, data engineering, AI concepts. Yeah, if it is a calendar and Gen AI 13th, AI Scrum Master 23rd, yeah, 1st of June as of now, but we may prepone by 2-3 days or just definitely 100% by the first week of June, we'll be doing that cybersecurity. In the cybersecurity, we are covering extensively all these advanced penetration testing using the Kali Linux. There's the most advanced penetration testing tool. And then you're going to understand the Splunk, how do you do the log analysis and everything. So here also, if you just say cyber, this is the March batch going on. And yeah, so these are all the conversations. And we have another student got the GRC offer here. You can see here, May starting date is May 26. And yeah, full support will be there on the in the group as well. Look, we emailed the CV templates, cybersecurity CV templates. We emailed. I will be personally moderating all the groups, all the sessions. Yeah. Telegram link. I already sent it to you, right? Okay, let me send it to you again. You know what? Maybe I will just open this. Just 1 minute, team. In this document, we have all the links. So this the entire chat that will be helpful for you guys. So that's the link. Okay, in the Telegram, I post good number of global job opportunities. I post across. So you just go to the Telegram and just say, for example, if we just say congratulations or something, uh, congratulations. So you are going to get to the people who know who got the offers, and these are all the people who got the offers. Plenty. And then yeah, and these are all the students. Even the old students, you can see the dates as well. 2022, 2021. So these are all the students who got good offers across the globe. Yeah, and just type here Azure data, not here, sorry, in the channel type it. Azure data, enter. So here you see the Dixon India is hiring for the Bangalore, like most of them from the notifications or directly recruiters also message me from Australia and other parts. So Lakshmi, do you have any? Because they know that we do the hands-on training programs. So hybrid, remote, and specifically in USA also we have some posts. And this is the data engineer Dubai visa sponsorship job. I think some visa sponsorship also. If I just type here visa, sometimes I post like visa sponsorship jobs also we post here. You can see, and some internship jobs also we post. Yeah, you can just type. You can just go and search. It's like a database. So for example, here you see Australia visa sponsor and scope of delivery lead. It's a delivery lead, yeah. Mm. All good. Don't you want to tell the fee for the program? Fee for the program is 550 US dollar. I already showed it, right? It's there on the flyer. It's 550 US dollar. And for returning student, we are offering an extra discount as well. Okay, so that's the fee. Okay, team. So my WhatsApp number is directly +61 41 251 6364. Please save the number. And yeah, if you want, you can open Google and then just type my WhatsApp number also. I always tell my students to trust. That's the credibility my number is having. This is always with me. This is my personal number as well. So you can see the number of pages Google is giving just only on this number. And whoever wants recording, yeah, you can message me. I'm very happy to share the recording. Recording will be available in the YouTube channel in next 2 hours of time. And the fee installment, you can pay it in installments. So don't worry about the payment stuff. So, and then you can pay as you progress as well. So we want to empower as many students as possible across the globe with the real-time skills. That's our main core intention team. How many students from the last batch? Last batch, it got completed only. We started in the month of February, and I can share you the screen as well. We just started in the month of February 26. This is the last batch, and then so here is the batch, and it completed in the month of April. Just 2 weeks back, it completed. And this is the new batch. So people are updating the CV, LinkedIn, and then started applying. Like they're in the market right now. So yet to get the job offers. But previous students, we have good number of previous students got the offers. Okay, anyone? Okay, let me turn on. I think all of you have the option to unmute. You can raise your hand. You can ask me any questions. Bhaskar is here. I am here. You can ask technical questions or maybe the registration questions.
One
Naveen,
question from my side.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, it was Bhaskar. Bhaskar, which is better, I think, Databricks or Microsoft Fabric? Because most of the companies are asking about the Databricks at the moment. One will be the better. Databricks or Fabric?
See, depends on the situation. We can give a answer for that. Like, if already existed project is Azure platform, then you able to hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Azure Databricks is the old one. I mean, old one means it is already proven in the market, and Fabric is recently came into the market and it is evolving. So definitely we have a market in for both the products. We have a completely there are many customers for Microsoft and there are already existed projects in the market. So if you get an opportunity to work with Azure Databricks, you should be ready to work. And if you get an opportunity to work with Fabric, you should be ready. So we should not be in a bench, something like that. So if you take me, presently they offered a project with Fabric, so I adapted it and we are working it. So something like that, we have to take it. We cannot go with one. If you go with only Fabric, it will be like you're going to lose if there is any opportunity with Databricks alone.
Yeah, your opportunities will be
Yeah.
filtered. Okay, thank you. Yannick?
Yes, I have a question, especially when it comes to like 8 weeks. Given that I understand how data works, and sometimes we need a lot of time and practice to really have a good mastery. So, will 8 weeks be enough time for someone to go through the course and
Hmm.
have the master and the experience to actually grab a good job?
Right, yeah. So to land a good job, you asked very well, good question, Yannick. So when you say the master, right? So master comes with the practicals, how well you practice it. It's just not about if you think that, okay, joining 1 hour a day, dedicating 1 hour a day, just only for the live class will help me. Definitely it won't help you much. So the 1 hour class is going to understand the subject, and based on that recording, and you have to practice it as many number of times as possible and to get more confident on the whole. So it depends on how well you practice and take the guidance and invest your time and efforts in this entire 8 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
think
may take an extra 1 week or extra 1 month. It depends. Some people they are really aggressive in practicing and everything, so they may land up quickly.
Okay, just a follow-up question. So at the end of the project, you guys assist with like the building of resume and
We
maybe
are,
on.
yes, yeah. We already have the ATS friendly CV templates, which we already gave to to the previous batch students. And yeah, we already have everything in place, Yannick.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. Hemant, Yes, Hemant, you have question? You raise your hand.
Hi, sir.
Hi,
This is Vijaya.
hi, Vijaya. Oh, okay, because maybe the system name is Hemant. Hi, Vijaya. Go ahead.
Yeah, these batch timings are not suitable for me because I'm
Uh, you
uh,
you are you from
West Coast,
India?
US, West Coast.
Oh, US West Coast. Okay, so the timing is early in the morning, right? 5:30 to 6:30.
Too early, 3:30. So,
Oh, Mountain Standard Time.
yeah,
Uh,
past
uh,
fixed.
oh, Pacific. Oh, yeah, Pacific Standard Time. Oh, oh, oh. I
So,
understand. Mm,
yeah,
mm.
basically, I'm looking for my evening times, like 5:30.
Evening times, we as I said, right, one of the student also asked, maybe we have to plan another batch in the month of June. At that point of time, we will rotate. We will do the evening batch for USS student, one more batch. I'll check with
Mhm.
Bhaskar on his availability for the month of June, and we will plan it, which yeah. But definitely, as you see, like we very regularly do the Azure data engineering batches, rotate on a rotation basis. So if I just
Uh-huh.
type here Azure, so you can see March 2026, February, November 2025, October 2025. Now, so all these batches we regularly do. We'll plan another evening batch for USS students. Yeah. Okay, Vijay?
Sure.
Yeah. And
One more question.
on
Hi.
support and in addition, what you can do is we don't charge anything extra for rejoining. Maybe you can join this batch and see how far you go by reading by watching the recording, doing the practicals, reading the material, familiarizing yourself. And when the next batch starts, right, you can join that batch as well. Oh, the live classes from the beginning without paying anything extra.
Yeah, that would be a good chance for
Yes, yeah,
people
yeah,
like
yeah.
me.
Anyway, yeah, if you have time, if you are serious and interested, definitely you can take that opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
No problem at all, Vichya. You have my number, Vichya. You can connect with me when we can talk offline.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, I will take your number from
you
this
can.
chat.
Yeah, +6141251636 is my number.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
we'll call you back. Yeah.
Sure. Uh, Shalom. Oh yeah, Pacific time is early morning time, Shalom. I think you are in the same boat like Vijaya. Unfortunately, the timing is bit not comfortable. I know how hard it will be joining middle of the night. Maybe you can join this batch and take the materials, the live class recordings, do the practicals, be part of the WhatsApp group, ask questions, familiarize yourself, and the next batch when it starts, you join from the beginning. Okay? Any questions? It's 1 hour 30 minutes, 1 hour 40 minutes. Hope all of you got good understanding about the overview of the course. Abdullah, are you okay? All right, team. I assume all of you are good now and see you guys on Monday. And if any of you already we have a good number of registrations. And if any of you want any kind of not only data engineering, any kind of trainings, completely practical with the full support, yeah, I'm here. Okay, team. And even if you're not registering, you can still call me. And I always tell to my students, we are matured people. It's not like an narrow-minded, or because you are not our student, you didn't pay us, we are not going to answer. We don't do all the stuff. Even if you have registered somewhere else, you have some question, you can always come and you can ask me question. And if we have that knowledge and intelligence, definitely we are happy to support. Uh, where is a link for registration? Nishan, you can just message on my WhatsApp, Nishan, and I will send you all the detail. Okay, so that's the WhatsApp number. Please message me. And what else? What else? Yeah, all good. I'm just waiting for final 1 or 2 more minutes. Yes, Srija. Hi, Srija.
Hi, sir. So, what certifications I can do after finishing this course?
Uh, Microsoft Fabric.
Yeah.
Microsoft Fabric, we can do that. The course is really good enough to help you with that one, the DP700, right, Bhaskar? Any other thing that you want to add?
Yeah, DP 600 and 700 we can go.
We can go for TP 600 is more into
And
the power.
Yeah.
and are you going to guide with that too?
Yeah.
Yes. And we are going to help you with some dumps as well, some previous question paper, examination questions and everything so that you can practice it.
Okay, all good, all
Yeah,
good. Thank you.
examinations, you have to directly take it from the Microsoft. By booking the exam, I think the fee is going to be around $160. Yeah,
Yes,
but
yes.
yeah. Srija, where do you
Okay.
live?
So I live in Melbourne.
Oh, you live in Melbourne. Okay, where in Melbourne? I live in
Yes.
Werribee.
In Sunshine.
Oh, you're in Sunshine. We are not far away. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So are we already connected on my phone or no?
Yes, yes, you connect on phone too.
Connected? All good. Yeah, we can talk
Yeah,
after the
yeah,
class then.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Uh, what is the training started today? Oluwata Singh,
At 11?
that Srija, what is it? No, no, no. No, no. Somebody asked question. Srija, are you good? Or you have some question?
No, 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 I'm good. I'm good. Lakshmi.
Okay, good. So classes, Srija, for our time is going to be 8:30 to 9:30, Monday to Friday. Okay, from tomorrow. Cool. So Oluwa, what is the training that started today? So Oluwa, we started the Gen AI and Agentic AI, Oluwa. So this is the one that is, we started with the introduction to the Gen AI and Agentic AI. How do you build the models? And this is the things. So what is the Agentic AI? How do you build the models and everything? Yeah. So this also we get. This is a 3-hour class, and I made it absolutely free of cost. And this is where we built the virtual interview assistant, and it really helped a lot of people. Yeah. I can send that recording as well in the YouTube. I'm yet to upload that. Okay, all clear, team. Well, let us see. If you need any help, you can just. I think you have my number, and you can call me. Okay. Thank you. Final check. All right. Thank you very much, Bhaskar, for today's session. We all thoroughly enjoyed, and we'll see you on Monday. And thank you, my dear, wonderful students who joined across the globe and sacrificing your valuable time on this weekend, especially on this Mother's Day activities and everything. Joining this session with high expectations, it means a lot. It means a lot. And I assume that you got the required value add from this 1 hour, 30 minutes. Please feel free to share. I will share the recording to all of you. You can share it with your friends. We still have time for registrations. And a big thank you to all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you.
I
Thank you.
will be here. I'm stopping the recording. Thank you very much, team.